In this video, we're going to look at how you add new products to your Hikashop shopping cart, and also some of the additional features that you have available to you. So right now we're looking at our Joomla control panel. This is the panel you see when you log in as an administrator. That is simply your URL plus the word administrator and enter your username and password. And in here you'll see you've got a general control panel telling you a little bit about the site and a number of menu items up the top. So the system menu is basic configuration for the website, things like setting up your site email address and so on. Once that's set up, you don't need to go there very often. Users is where you would create new users or create a new user group if you want to create a different access level for some of your users. Menus, again, creating new menus or editing menu items on the website. Our content is where we create and manage the text pages for the site. And under components is where we do more complex tasks. Under components, the first thing you'll see there is a Kiba backup. At Websites with Purpose, we always install a Kiba backup on a site. So before you make any major changes to the site, always run a backup. That's simply a matter of clicking on there, clicking up here to the default backup profile. That will go off, run a backup, tell you when it's done, and the backup is there for you to download or leave on the server as you wish. But for this video, we want to look at another component called Hikashop. Hikashop is our shopping cart of choice for Joomla websites. There's probably half a dozen or perhaps more well-established shopping carts that can be used on a Joomla website. We choose Hikashop for the combination of stability, cost, features, and simple flexibility. So we click on Hikashop, that'll take us to our Hikashop control panel, which is where we do all of our order management and product management. You'll see here we've got a few reports on the front. You can add as many reports as you want on here. That's a very flexible report system. In fact, there's a whole lot of standard reports that are there that you can customize and publish at will. We'll cover that in a separate video. Today we're going to look at this second menu item, which is our products. In here we can add a product. We can look at a list of all of our products, look at the categories that we use to break down the products for ease of navigation. Characteristics, that's where you would create color choices or size choices for a particular product. Brands are basically badges, brands are your manufacturers or brands that you might want to feature products under. Badges are where you might want to display a for sale badge or as seen on TV or whatever it might be on particular products, and you can create that there and choose that by product or by category as where it's going to be displayed. Limit is probably not used that often. That is where you, if you need to limit the number of items a person can have in their shopping cart, or the weight of products that they can buy, or the dollar value. And import is one of the most powerful features in Hikashop and very easy to use. That is where if you have a new range of products, for example, a manufacturer comes along and says, hey, we've got 20 new products here, rather than enter them each individually, you can import them in as a spreadsheet. And there's a couple of ways of doing that. Again, we'll do a whole separate video on that because there are so many different things you can do with that. That you can also use that for updating prices, where you would export out products, update the prices, and import them back in, rather than having to open each individual product. For now, we're going to have a look at, firstly, at categories, just to explain a bit of structure here. These are the categories that we have set up for this particular site. You can have multiple levels of categories and subcategories. The thing to, basic principle you need to be aware of, a particular category can only have one parent category. which is different to a product, where a product can be in multiple categories. So you can have a product in wheels, you could have products in the same product in tires, you can have the same product in featured products, you could have the same product in end of line products. You can create as many different categories as you want and have that same product in there rather than duplicating the product, so it just exists in one place. Let's go back and have a look at our products then, and you'll see down the left it looks the same. That's our categories, but now we're looking at the actual products within each of these categories. We can look at all the products at once, which can get a bit messy, and that's where we're looking at all sub-elements. So we're looking at all the products in all of the categories and subcategories, or we can say only direct sub-elements, which means only the products in this particular category that we're looking at. And our parent category there, we don't actually have any products in. So if I go to this particular category here, Ace Hobbies, and I'll open up the subcategories, go to wheel inserts, and that shows us all of the products within this particular category. We can do a number of things here. You see here we've got some products that are discontinued or they're not published for various different reasons, and the green arrows are published. You can change that simply by clicking on the arrow. You don't need to open the product to change that. I'm going to, rather than go in there, we can basically open any of these products and edit the information in them. But rather than do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a new product from scratch. So we're going to go back here to products and click on new. So this is going to be my test product. The product code is a code, what some people might call an SKU or an ordering code, or might be manufacturer's code, whatever basically you want to use there for finding, just as an easy way of sorting and finding products. So I'm just going to call this test 1. Quantity is how many products you have on hand. If you say unlimited, that means people can order as many as they want, and you're not worried about tracking the levels of stock that you have. If you do want to track levels of stock, simply put in the number that you have on hand. When you get down to 0, the system will say out of stock. We choose here the categories that we want to put this particular product in. So I'm going to say, just as an example, let's grab this one, we'll put it into that category, and I'm also going to put it into that product, that category, and I might put it into other manufacturers' tools. So there we go. As you can see, that's how easy it is to add to multiple categories or to remove a product from a category. Brand, I would simply go in and choose brand from our brands list if you're using that area. And tags. Tags are useful for ways for people to find similar products. So in this case, I'm going to put in a tag there called plastic inserts. Oops, try that again. So I've now created a tag. If I use that same tag on other products, in the product page, if I go into a particular product, we don't have that, not actually using that on here, but just as an example, if I went into this product and it had a tag there, if I clicked on that tag, that would bring up a list of all of the other products that have the same tag. So, for example, in this case where we're looking at model cars, it might have a tag Ferrari, where someone who's interested in Ferraris might say, okay, show me all the other things that you have related to Ferrari. So that can be a useful tool for generating additional sales. On the right hand side, oh, by the way, you can leave this unpublished initially if you want, so that you can, you might have to go and get some more images or check prices or something and come back, and that's fine. You can just leave it unpublished and no one can see it except the people working in the back end. For images, we can upload images from your computer, or we can grab an image that's already loaded on the server and we can do a search in there for the particular image, whatever it might be, and I can add multiples here. I'm going to go that one and that one and that one. Okay, that's given me 3 images on that product. You can add as many images as you want. I might say, well, actually that image would be, that's the one that I would like to have seen first on the product, so I'll just drag that over here to change the order, and now that's our main image for that product. You can add other files, so if you've got a manual for a product, you can add that in here the same way, upload or grab one that's already on the computer, on the server. So we come down here, we have our prices. Retail price is what other people are charging for this item. We put in our price. You can either put the price here with tax, and it will calculate the price before tax, or I could put the price before tax and it will calculate the price with tax. So it's quite flexible there. You can create multiple prices. So we might have this price if you're buying one. I might add another price and we'll say, you know what, we're going to only charge $87 for this product if you buy a minimum of 5. So you can create as many layers of prices there. You can also link that up to the a particular user group. So if you have a wholesale user group, you can have a price set up for them that only they see when they're logged on to the system. Over on the right hand side, this is our description, and it's worth putting a good detailed description in there, not just because it helps your customers to know the product better. That also helps this particular product page to rank better on Google if you've got more content in there to describe what it is. We can add some restrictions to this product. You can have a limit of how many a particular person can buy on a single order. We can put dates that this product is available from and to, and we can limit it to particular user groups. Essential for a lot of the shipping providers. So if you're using a courier or a post office, they probably want to know weights and the dimensions of the product so that your system can calculate the values. On the left we have information which you don't have to fill out, but it is worthwhile filling out if you can, and this is information mainly for Google. Meta description, page title, product alias, and so on. Canonical URL, leave alone unless you really understand what you're doing with that one. Specifications, this is where you would add characteristics. So if we had we're offering different sizes in a particular product, you would choose your size characteristic there, choose what the default size will be when people see on it, and then is very powerful. If you see on a website, when you're looking at products and on the side it might have people who like this product also liked these and have a list of products. That's what this does, or related products. And in here you would simply go in, choose the particular product that you want to relate this one to, and go with that one. It's that easy. Now that product will show up in the related products field if you've got related products set up on the page for this product. Whenever someone looks at this product, they'll see this additional one as well. Page layouts, best to leave alone. Once we set the site up, it's best to leave that alone generally. In this particular site, we've set up a field called old product number. That's because we've taken products from a different site and we've stored the old product number on those when we've imported it. So that's not something that we would use relevant to most sites, but you can create multiple custom fields for different descriptions or different specifications of products down there, and that's very flexible. Again, that's something we'd do in a separate video. But that's basically how you set up each product. I save that and it's going to then appear in the list for this product. We publish it, save it, and it's going to appear on the front of the site. I won't save this one because obviously it's not a real product, but that's it. It's pretty simple going through to set up your product. The next video we'll do will be on how you import bulk products from a spreadsheet, which is a very valuable and very powerful tool that Hikashop offers.